Over the years, Robin has been a frequent presence in the world of the Dark Knight. From Dick Grayson to Damian Wayne to an alien starfish, everyone seems to have their favorite. But today I want to talk about why Tim Drake is the definitive boy wonder. Tim tends to get overlooked a lot since he is sandwiched between Jason Todd, Batman's greatest failure, and Damian Wayne, Bruce's son. But no one before or since has embodied the spirit of the role quite like he did. So what is it that makes Tim stand head and shoulders above his competition? First of all, his agency set him apart. You see, every other major Robin had the role thrust upon them in some way. Dick's parents were murdered and he was taken in by Bruce Wayne. Jason was a street-dwelling delinquent who was taken so Batman could try to reform him. Damian was Batman's son and raised from birth to be an assassin. His becoming Robin was a fait accompli. Each of them found themselves as Robin because of a twist of fate, fundamentally out of their control. Tim, on the other hand, independently deduced Batman's identity, realized when Jason took over as Robin, when he was murdered, and how the loss of Robin affected the Caped Crusader. He then took it upon himself to find Batman and to try and persuade Dick back into the role of Robin. Then, when Dick refused to return to the role of sidekick, Tim took it upon himself to assume the mantle. Tim chose to be Robin because he thought he was necessary, not because of a twist of fate. Which brings me to my second point. Tim fundamentally appreciated why Batman needed a Robin in a way that no one, not even Batman himself, did. Batman is a character who continually walks the edge between the light and the darkness, between good and evil. Because of this, Batman is always at risk of falling over the edge, of crossing a line. Batman needs someone to lighten things up, to firmly anchor him and prevent him from going too far and becoming like the very criminals he fights. That's where Robin comes in. Robin offers a colorful, bright contrast to the Dark Knight. He also provides someone to act as a conscience in the heat of the moment, and a reason for Batman to worry for his own safety since he has someone he has to take care of. Tim, in contrast to his predecessors, had an almost meta understanding of their dynamic, which he explained perfectly in his very first appearance in A Lonely Place of Dying. Remember, the role wasn't thrust upon him. He took it because he thought he was needed. Tim wasn't motivated by personal loss or tragedy the way the other Robins were. He was motivated to be a hero by his desire to serve and to assist the Caped Crusader. Where the other Robins each eventually wanted to stand on their own, Tim was cut from whole cloth to be a sidekick and nothing more, and that's why he embodies the role better than any other. All the other Robins, being Robin, was just one step on their journey to being a hero. But for Tim, that was what he was primarily meant to do his entire life, and even afterwards, he never really moved past it, going with the identity of Red Robin, and then later on even switching back to his original Robin costume. All of the Robins brought something special to the role at the end of the day, but none embodied what it meant to be a sidekick quite like Tim Drake did, and I highly doubt any will again. All of the Robins have their positive attributes, and all of them have their downsides. But for my money, Tim Drake is the definitive boy wonder, and always will be.